Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
Hi, From fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. All right, we're going to talk about Season 3, Episode 4, and this is all about Tabitha's return to Fromville aboard an ambulance with Victor's dad, Henry, 2 EMTs, and a policewoman. Okay, Tabitha pleading for them to believe her. First of all, I don't know why I was a little irritated.
With her?
Yeah. I should have been irritated with them not listening, but yes, of course it sounds crazy.
No, I hear you. First of all, we've talked about this, but Tabitha has always been, historically, annoying.
I know.
She got better, but
she did.
Yes, she was annoying to me too, because the thing is, she took too long.
That's probably what it is.
As soon as she saw the tree, she sort of said, look, you guys, I know you're not going to believe this. I totally understand that you're not going to believe this, but you have to listen to me. It's life and death. Don't say it all panic, because that's when they think you're crazy.
That's got to be what it is, because I'm I wouldn't know what to do in that situation either. Yeah. But still.
Yeah.
The way she said it was what are you doing?
I get it. We've never been in that situation. Maybe I couldn't do it the way I'm describing it. But for the sake of saving their lives, maybe I could muster that up. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have that calm in her.
The way she's written is just not...
Realistic?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're already mad at her from last week, aren't we? Yeah. Well, I was. From making him not go and trying to stop him and causing that accident.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're really bugging me right now, lady.
So yeah, the policewoman handcuffs her to the ambulance, which is a little dramatic because she wasn't I don't know.
She wasn't violent.
Really, right.
She wasn't gonna hurt anybody.
It was kind of dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they went out all slow and not very careful. At the end of the day, they made their choice.
Yeah. No, I don't know everybody's backstory in Fromville, but I don't remember a time when somebody arrived at night, which is very interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the first time so then when we have Boyd and Randall in the bus, and he said, Randall was saying, no, usually at this time, this one is tapping at the window. And there's a routine.
Yes,
and I think maybe that threw it off a little bit.
They do usually arrive and then it gets dark shortly after. But yeah, they didn't.
I don't know
they took a long time to get to the town.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Interesting.
So I just thought that was a little different. But anyway, so the EMTs, they see a woman in the road and it's one of the monsters. So they are killed, which sucks because they're kind of cute.
And they have skills that are useful to the town.
Yeah.
But hopefully that means that Christy's not going to die. Because didn't we have that theory?
That's
right?
the hope. Yeah, exactly. So they're gone. The policewoman just runs away and starts shooting her gun. I know she doesn't understand how they die, but one stray bullet goes through the window and gets Nikki.
Oh.
Yeah, that was sad. Okay, so I want to go back to Christy for a second because we have Christy and Kenny and Jade all in a little homestead waiting. So it's nice, we didn't really get much out of that scene, just that, they're bonding or whatever. Yeah. But we also don't know, when they heard those thumping sounds, was that the monsters or, what was that, right?
We still don't know, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of that's going to be answered next week, probably.
Yeah. But also, Christy, got to figure out something with your ankle there. I know you're medical, but I'm kind of worried about it.
She's just going to let it, just hang out and
fester. I would have taken the alcohol and put it on there.
Oh,
cleaned it a little bit.
I just feel like that's gotta hurt. And that probably wasn't clean.
Yeah.
That bear trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put the alcohol on it and kill it. No, don't drink it. Well, drink it because of the pain. Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Hopefully they also poured some alcohol on it.
Let's hope. I mean, she should know better, right?
I think.
All right, back at the craziness. So there was a phone call to Ethan, basically saying that your mom's going to be back in an ambulance. So then Jim is on board with it. So now the ambulance shows up. Even Boyd's like, what the heck? So that's all chaos, right?
And now we also, because before we were thinking, maybe it's just the person who hears the phone who's hallucinating. But now that's proven wrong because he hears it and he remembers what is said and he shares that information and it's true.
Yep.
And then the phone's not connected to anything.
It's so weird. And it's Tommy, but then Tommy's like, these aren't your children anymore. What are you talking about? I know.
Whose are they?
It's so creepy.
They belong to the monsters now.
Yeah, right. Okay, what do you think about Randall? Because Randall's scrappy, and I get it. He's like supposed to be, I mean, he doesn't want to be there, and he's been through a lot of crap with all those like horrible hallucination, whatever you want to call it. But okay, we don't know if he's actually dead. I mean,
I don't think he's dead.
He's on his way, maybe.
Are they trying to like lure someone out to help him? Because Boyd feels really bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Because that monster was like, here's the keys to the ambulance, but we have to keep Randall.
Yeah.
And so he makes the choice to take off and leave Randall.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't save them all. But exactly. That's
Boyd feels really bad for leaving him.
They're baiting him into trying to save him, right? But he has his neck cut, so isn't that how it kind of begins? And then
they have one opening. Yeah, maybe they're just trying to lure them out, and then they're going to kill more.
Yeah, if they didn't get him too deep, but then they didn't hit his carotid, so he won't bleed out. But still, I don't know. I think you're exactly right. That's what they want. They want.
And Randall was trying to be a good guy.
Yeah.
So of course, that's when they get him.
Of course.
Because he was being kind of a jerk most of the time.
Yeah. I was also getting really annoyed with him, where I was like, okay, soften a little bit. I don't mind the scrappy character, but be cool. So this was a little more of a. Yeah, I know, right? And then he's possibly taken out.
Start to feel.
Yeah, right. That's what you learn from that. Well, okay, back. So Boyd, we get her into safety. We get. Jim gets, Tabitha breaks her free, and then we get Henry. They're all getting to Colony House, where Nikki ultimately does die from her gunshot wound, but which actually makes Boyd flip out. Like, he's just sick of this crap, right? Another person has just died on his watch, and then he's, like, going off on the policewoman. Donna's, like, upstairs now, where she breaks down. Like,
which was such a good performance.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought that she was mad at Boyd.
Yeah.
But she just needed to, like, come clean, like, just feel. Yeah. It was so moving.
And even say, like, I'm scared, and I don't know why this is happening to all of us. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I just loved her admitting, like, her vulnerability. It was such good. So good.
It was needed, too. Yeah, you can't be tough like that all the time. All right, so now Nikki's dead body is being babysat by Fatima. When she started to pull the covers off...
I knew right away.
You knew, right?
Yeah. I didn't know how. Like, I was like, she's going to just go down and suck out of that hole.
That's what my husband thought, too. Yeah. But no, she puts her fingers in the hole.
She fingers the bullet hole, okay? Like, it's so weirdly, and sensual for her. Like,
she's really into it.
The way she ate the rotted fruit was also very sensual, and now she's, like...
ravenous. Yeah, I know.
I was like, what is this?
It was very uncomfortable. So there's that. I'll leave that alone.
And she's looking all refreshed now. Yeah. Like her color's back in her face.
Great.
Whoa.
Anyway. Wow. Okay, we're going to move on. Victor and Sarah build a fort. I loved building forts. But this fort is for Victor. So basically he feels like if he can remember all the people from before, the memories will somehow keep everybody safe. And why does he choose Sarah? Because she's the scariest person in town. I tend to agree.
Yeah.
He talks about how the little boy in white was his only friend, because like he was, for a while he was all alone.
That is so sad. Poor little Victor.
I can't even believe it. And then he talks about this guy, Christopher, who was a ventriloquist who had a little dummy named Jasper. Mm-hmm. And then he started to go a little cuckoo, and then Victor witnessed him and the dummy Jasper talking. Like he wasn't making them
separately, like not on a...
independent of Christopher. Yes. So now Victor, this is just too much for him, remembering everything. So he's like, I must find Jasper to seek answers, blah, blah, blah. So... I was really looking for a Victor and his dad reunion this episode, but I guess we'll have to wait.
Yeah. This is the longest day, right? Like, the longest day, because it's already spanned a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And it's still night. Like, I just want daylight to come so bad on this town.
Yeah.
Because I need Victor and his dad to be reunited. Yeah, everyone just sunlight needs to come up.
Absolutely.
We need to breathe.
Tabitha, by the way, telling Jim about the paintings and the boy in the tower thing. You know, I guess it was like a little underwhelming, their reunion. Yes, it was under tense circumstances. We have to get her out of the ambulance. But like, I feel like, I was like, oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Could have been a little more exciting. So
I know.
We got one reunion, but we will definitely get the next one. I think next episode for sure. Unless
it has to be.
If he's going to find Jasper in the tunnels, then he's going away from Colony House. But no, they have all night, and then when he wakes up in the morning, I don't know.
Well, we still have to cut back over to Christy and Kenny and Jade, so
yeah.
Then maybe the night will actually go on another episode.
True.
The longest night ever.
Stop it. Okay.
What's the episode called?
There and Back Again. Is that Tabitha? She was there and
must
she
be,
left and now
right?
she's back again?
It must be, right?
Are we back to square one? I don't know, but
Oh,
you know, Victor going back to the tunnels makes me think Kenny's plan could be implemented because he kind of wanted to like smoke them out or something, didn't he? Wasn't that his plan?
That's what it was. The initial plan, like to pour
that was
alcohol.
Kenny's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
right?
Then, yeah.
But then Boyd wants to capture one still.
Yes.
I'm still on board with that one.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, what do you guys think?
That was a good
Let
one.
us know. Yeah, it was. It was a good episode. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Comment below, and then we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Que sera, sera. Whatever